welcome back to Cobblecraft. This is episode 2. If you haven't seen episode 1, then go back and watch that first. I'll leave it up there in the corner. Now, episode 1, we travelled here from the spawn, which was fun and quite a long distance, and then we set up this very simple farm. Yeah, and we went mining for some basic stuff and we died a lot. This episode I'd really like to get some more progress done. I don't think we did quite as well as we could have done in that with our time in the first episode. So this episode I have 2 goals, pretty big ones. I'd like to have a starter base by the end of this episode and possibly a villager farm, a very basic one. So let's get started, shall we? So I'm just having a wander around because I have some materials to gather for this house, and I've just wandered across this beautiful oasis, and I'm really tempted to just plonk a house down here. It's really close to where we've started, and there's so much more space. I was gonna add water anyway, but this way I won't have to. Also, not to mention how crazy beautiful these shaders are. Like, I know that the sky is grey, but I just love it. And the water droplets on the camera, it's just so good. I'm just gathering some materials here. We're in this area where people have been using for mining sand. I think the Snow on the server has been doing a guardian farm, so he's had to collect a lot of sand. But that's good for us because it's exposed all of this sandstone here. I don't know if you can hear it, but my cat is trying to get on my knee right now. I'm starting to think he just likes Minecraft. Oh, that's unfortunate. So yeah, so we've got all this exposed birch, and I'm just going to go down here and gather everything that we need. Living in a desert, it's going to be mainly sandstone. I'm going to try throwing some birch and some bright colours as well. Some of the gonna take advantage of some of the terracotta over there. There's a lot of it. I already have a shot up of the building that I actually want to build. I think it's gonna be quite nice. And also, I think I can kind of use it as inspiration for the other buildings. I'm just gonna make a little village, I think, to start off with. I've not really built in this aesthetic before, so if it's something that I'm struggling with or I'm not enjoying it, that's why I thought it'd be cool to live near the mesa, because we could always just wander over there and maybe start a little western town. But I think it's gonna be good. It's always fun doing something you've not really done before. I've gathered my sandstone, quite a lot, to last us a little while, and I've gathered some red terracotta, which we need for this build. And now I'm just on my way to find some acacia, and look what I found. A nice swamp biome, a mangrove swamp biome. So I'm gonna take some of this, because I'm sure we'll find a use for it, even if it's not in our current build, we'll definitely put it to use. Take a little bit of everything. Just back to the hoarding stage of Minecraft where you need everything because you don't have anything. I can see a little acacia biome on the map. But it's the smallest acacia biome I've seen. Is this the only tree? Oh no, there's a couple. There's a couple. we get some of the, we need to make sure we get some of the saplings if this is the only close biome with acacia. So I'm back home now, or where my future home will be, and I just wanted to quickly show you what this place looks like when it's not raining. You can see it's really pretty with the water. We just need to fix some holes and that around here. This doesn't really make sense. It's half water and then like kind of drops into a ravine or whatever that is. This right here is where we're gonna put the house. I've already dug it out because this is like where the floor will go. And over here, this is all the things that I'm gonna need to build this. Now, I've already built it in creative and I've even done a short on it. I will do a time lapse here, but it might not be as smooth as the short is, just because I'm gonna be scaffolding with dirt and things like that, because obviously we don't have scaffolding yet. Well, this is it all finished, and yeah, I think it turned out pretty nice. Like I said, a lot of like kind of basic stuff with the sandstone, so it was really easy to get everything for it. I added a little tree afterwards. I thought that it needed a bit more greenery, and I'm hopefully going to add these kind of trees just around and maybe work on my palm trees a little bit better, because it's actually kind of hard to pull off the palm tree look, and I'm not quite sure I nailed it there. I just want to go around now and just add a couple of little bits that I think will kind of tie things together. So let's add a bit of bamboo here. Oh, I don't actually think I've got any bone meal. I'll just like try alternate it a little bit. When we've got like a good amount of string, we could cap these off so that they're like different sizes, but for now they're just gonna grow like that. And then, no, we don't want that. We want, there we go. That'll do. Yeah. Got some plant pots here on either side, and can add maybe a bamboo in one and maybe a bit of cactus, and another one right there. Maybe a lantern. Oh, I know what I want here. So I kind of want this to look like, well, there's water obviously. Oh, there will be when we add it now. And I want it to kind of look like one of those pumps. I'm not sure if you know what I'm on about, but you kind of pull a chain and it kind of like pumps the water. like a little well. So that's kind of what that's supposed to look like. Like you just pull it and then that'll kind of like pump the water out. Well, this is why I never have food shanks, because I'm always jumping everywhere. Right, okay. Maybe just something like that. Some barrels. And then we could put one of these on here and maybe it'll look like we're storing some wood. Maybe another one on the floor? Is that a bit too much? I think that looks okay. Right, let's cut through here. So we're gonna have some chests here. And remember, this is a starter house, so we want to expand. So we might have another building just devoted to chests. And then if we come around here, I really like this. I really like this, these stairs that are going up here. I think this looks nice. I want to split this room a little bit and just cut this off. So I want to build like a little bit of a room divider, but I've left my moss down here. Of course. Moss? Yes. Just look how beautiful this looks. Like with the sun and the desert and these shaders. Speaking of shaders, for anyone wondering what these shaders are, I'll just give you a little sneak peek. If we go on options, video settings, and shader packs. This is sold as Vibrant Shaders Medium. So there's a high one and a medium one. I'm not sure what the difference is, but I thought it'd be better to just go for medium, and it's a nice pack. I'm gonna put this here, but I am gonna have to go back downstairs again to sleep. In fact, let's do this. Let's move our bed up and officially have our first night in our new house. Now, I know this is a balcony, but I thought that this would be a really good place for a bedroom. So you just wake up and you just, bam, you've got all this space to look out on. And hopefully we'll see a few buildings pop up. And we'll make a bit of a better grand bed. Okay, so back to this. If we cover this in trapdoors, and then we put we'll put these, and it'll hopefully kind of look like a trellis for flowers, I think. Well, we'll see how it looks. Like this. And then we can put some flowers here. And I think it just splits up this area. Don't know, what do you think? What else? What else? Alright, okay, so we have a window here. And we can't really put a flower box because it would get in the way as you're walking up the stairs. I think it looked clunky. So we'll just add some signs here, and it'll give the illusion of kind of, like there's a little, like there's something there. And then maybe add a flower. And this kind of, this finishes this window off, I think. I've got a couple more flower pots, where can I add them? Yeah, we'll pop one on this balcony here. There we go. Nice little tree as we're coming upstairs. If you can't tell, I like to add a lot of greenery, and and stuff like that to my builds, especially when it's all one colour like this. It's the only real way that we're gonna get to add colour. Let's just take a stand back. And that's it. That's our house. Just got to move into it now. So I'm just working on this farm, and I thought I'd give you a little update on it. Right now it's just a hole in the ground, but this is a design by LogicGeekBoy, and I'll leave the video in the description. And it's basically just a little farm with 2 villagers in, some beds here. The babies run across here. They think they can go over the trapdoors trying to get to the beds, and they fall down into some water. They'll go over here, and I'm just going to do a water elevator, and I want to bring it up into a building here. The LogicGeekBoy one goes into a box on kind of like the same level, but I want an extra building here just so that we can come and get villagers whenever we need to. And hopefully we'll plan out a villager hall a little later on. I'm kind of just winging this because I've built this design a few times before, so I'm just hoping that I'm getting it right. This is pretty much done now. So we've got the farm, we've got these trapdoors, and the villager won't be able to get past here. We can obviously, but the villager won't be able to get past here. But the baby will just run straight over here, thinking that he can get on the beds and jump on the beds. It's a water elevator, and they're going to pop up inside this box. Obviously this box is very ugly at the moment, but we'll put a building around it, a nice building. And if you're in this corner here and you break this glass here and you run a minecart underneath, you can just, because it's on a slant, all the villagers will come to this corner, and you can just pick up a villager and send it off to wherever you need it to go. Now we've hit a little bit of a hiccup because I went to go see my villagers that are just over this hill, and somehow one of them got zombified. I have no idea how, because it's inside a locked building and it's still in there when I went to go get it. But either way, because I didn't have any blaze rods to make a potion, I went to go see my friend and he did a little deal for us. And on that note, I think we can call this episode here. We made some good progress, and next time we'll be actually doing something with these villagers. So come back then to see what we get up to. Bye!